going like this, right? Is it? Okay. You're going like this. Right? You good? Oh, my name's Steven.
I'm Valerie. I'm Sophie.
I'm Alan.
More. I'm Kevin. Oh.
Keep going.
It's going. I'm Adrian.
I'm Carlos.
I'm Shil.
I'm Quinlan, and then we're Independence High School.
All right. So the first question here today is, what do you like best about the H2GP competition so far?
In my personal opinion, I like the competitive aspect. There's several teams, and they all work really hard on their own cars. And just having the opportunity to come and race with everyone is a pretty cool experience, in my opinion.
It's also pretty cool seeing like all the different cars that each school brought and like how far they are in their, I guess, building.
All right, like that? Okay. What has been the most challenging part of the H2GP competition so far?
I guess depending on the rules, it's pretty difficult because we don't know what it's going to be beforehand. So if it's like, oh, we can only use one battery, or we're limited to only maybe 10 hydrogen sticks, so I think it's a little bit difficult knowing what's going to happen during the competition itself. That's why we practice, but still, it's still a good learning experience on how to think on your feet.
Okay. What do you think adults should be doing better to support hydrogen and fuel cells in California? I know that's a really broad question, so feel free to take part of it or all of it, however you want to do it.
So we have a really nice advisor. His name is Bruce, and he's the one who's leading our group. And it's really nice having a really experienced mentor for all of us. We're all relatively new, so having someone who's really experienced is really helpful. So maybe having a parent that's, I guess, knows what they're doing, volunteering the club would help a lot.
Okay. What about California on a more general level? Like, do you feel like, especially in the Bay Area, that everyone knows about hydrogen and we're good to go? Or do you feel like there's a hydrogen education lacking?
Yeah, I think we should advocate for it more because hydrogen cells is very prevalent, and like by giving everyone the correct education, then we could like bring it up more, and people would realize the advantage to hydrogen cells.
Knowing that fuel cells can replace traditional engines and powerhouses, how quickly do you feel the world should transition to largely being powered by fuel cells?
How long they should take?
Yeah, like, do you think like we should see the hydrogen transition in the next 5 years, or do you think it's more reasonable for it to be in like the next 20?
I think it's going to be more reasonable in the next 20.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are still buying gas cars, especially if it's their first car. Because the more of the alternative energy is kind of expensive. So expecting a change in like 5 years is, I guess, impractical.
And hydrogen cars are also coinciding with electric cars, which creates a lot of competition along with the gas line. So it would take around like 20 years for it to transition.
Okay. What, and this is just for fun, what is your favorite FCEV? The Honda Clarity, the Hyundai Nexo, or the Toyota Mirai?
The Mirai!
Yeah.
The Mirai!
All right, thanks guys.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You carried, brother.
I'll answer.